Hello. Last week you saw me unboxing this EMS abs trainer gadget doodad thingamajig, and we saw all the bits and bobs that came in the box: the large pad, the two smaller pads, and the three control modules. I've been using it every day for 30 minutes, 5 days out of 7 since then. No results reported yet, but of course it is a little bit early. Maybe a tiny amount of firmness improving in the midriff. What I thought would be fun to do today would be to take one of these control modules and open it up. Just get a zoom in, see what we get inside. Now I am slightly irritated, not from the electrodes, but I paid £25 for this, and I went onto eBay and I could have bought the same thing for 15, so I overpaid £10. Just goes to show it pays to shop around. Now I should say I don't know anything about electronics, so this is just a consumer opening up a thing and seeing what's inside. So what do we have? A couple of wires connected. Yeah, so I've got these two wires here connected to the output on the back, as you'd expect. I think that circuit board, there we go, just lifts out. So on this piece of plastic we've got 3 push buttons and the vanes, I suppose you'd call them, for the numerals on the LED display. But that's the circuit itself. Let's turn that exposure down a little bit. So the big thing we can see obviously is a battery, 3.7 volts, 110 milliamp hours. That is covered at the end in this transparent yellow Captain tape. This is a non-conductive and I believe spark or fire retardant tape, so a bit of a nod to safety there. Looking carefully through the tape I can see a couple of components, a little chip and maybe a resistor. That I would imagine is a DW08, which is a voltage regulator for the battery, stops it overcharging or discharging, so looks like it's been built with a nod to safety. In front of the battery we've got a chip. Doesn't appear to have a marking on. I was expecting an 8-pin chip, but this has 14 pins potentially, 7 on each side. So this might be a bit more sophisticated than I first expected it to be. Beyond that I really don't have a clue what's going on. We've got a bank of 4 components here which seem to say F2. They're 3-pin components, so I'm guessing it's a bank of MOSFETs. So this thing, it doesn't just turn the power on and turn it off, it can ramp it up in steps and down again. And I would imagine that's what the MOSFETs are doing. Some thing there, not sure what that does. As I say, I don't know anything about electronics, somebody else will and may comment. USB coupler there, or USB connector. One of the things I shouldn't be doing is poking around with a screwdriver. So all 4 pins on the USB connector are soldered, so I'm guessing there's some communication going on between this and the phone charger you plug it into. On the reverse side we've got the 3 pads for the buttons, which are physical clicker buttons, the LED, and that obviously shines through that grill we saw earlier, so it gives you a clear image. And then these go red when you're charging and blue when it's in operation, and having turned it on I suppose I ought to be a little bit careful. Anyway, if you're curious what you've got inside of a 15 or 25 pound EMS ab trainer, now you know. Thank you for watching and do have a good week. All the best.